Lewis Hamilton took advantage of an early crash which took out Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen and Kimi Räikkönen to win the Singapore Grand Prix. The Brit extended his lead in the Drivers' Championship with his 7th win of the season after a hectic race under the lights at the Marina Bay circuit. Here, Sportsmail takes you through some things you may have missed as Mercedes star romped to victory. Daniel Ricciardo just can't bloody win the Singapore Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo didn't beat around the bush when quizzed after his 4th podium finish in as many years in Singapore. "I just can't win the bloody thing," the smiling Australian told Eddie Jordan after the race. After an impressive 2 days in practice and qualifying, the Red Bull will be disappointed he couldn't make the most of the seemingly tailor-made circuit in Singapore. Valtteri Bottas tries to keep it together. Valtteri Bottas finished on the podium after managing to steer clear of the collision at turn 1. And as he attempted to speak to the press following the result, he just couldn't hold back his laughter after Lewis Hamilton couldn't hold in something of his own. "Try to keep it together now that this mate next to me just farted," Bottas laughed. Nico Hülkenberg, after his 129th race, now has the unwanted title of starting the most Grand Prix without a podium, surpassing the previous holder of that post, Adrian Sutil. The German battled with Valtteri Bottas for much of the race, but his Renault's hydraulics ultimately let him down late on. A shame as the Renault driver made a good fist of it until then. Mercedes chief Toto Wolff can be forgiven for getting a little excited as Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas took up 1st and 3rd spots respectively in Singapore. And the Austrian showed it in the pit lane, using his microphone to tap David Coulthard in his sensitive area. Luckily, the Scot saw the light side of it. Lewis Hamilton was audibly frustrated by the frequency of the safety cars, the last of which threatened his lead. Over the radio, his Mercedes team asked him to slow down and keep the pack tight behind him in case another yellow flag was raised. The Brit responded, "I don't get your tactics. It doesn't feel comfortable driving off pace." A strange choice of tack by his team. Max Verstappen looked set to storm the field in his last race as a teenager following an impressive outing in qualifying. But when he was embroiled in that first turn mayhem, the Red Bull eventually crashed out along with the two Ferraris. He will race in Malaysia as a 20-year-old for the first time after celebrating his birthday.